consciousness of the deviant.
Right. Well, what I was saying was instead of
get away from
That's been the question. That has been the question for the last 4 years.
Well, the first thing that
Stigma.
The first thing that sets it off differently is the fact that it's concealable. There's a problem. You can't conceal a bow. You can't conceal
instead
a
of getting them to shoot,
put it in your pocket.
reach out to them by sponsoring them through one of their events. National Slingshot Association sponsors XYZ troop, gets their name in front of that troop, then has them more likely to come in to one of the events and check it out, see it, be with
Like I
it.
said, I doubt that there are very many scoutmasters that would say no because they're looking for things to do at their meetings. They don't want to sit there. I know myself. You run out of things to do. The kids play dodgeball all night. No kid wants to go and play dodgeball all night.
But when you tell them that you're willing to give them money, it opens them up like that every time. Because I have Boy Scouts handed flyers out for me and everything, like all the time, for my business. And if I would just approach them and say, you get this for free or that for free, no. But if you give them $100, they'll stand in front of that supermarket all day and do whatever you ask them to do. So if you approach them by sponsorship or something like that, at least it gets the name in front of the organization first.
What about ideas from Europe? They shooters over there, about into the sport there. Can we learn anything from the Europeans on it?
Well, I think we can. I think Jerry and I both were just up in Renzo in Italy. He lives in a village, and in their village they have a triathlon every year that's amongst the village people. And at the end of the triathlon, it's kind of like a biathlon event. They finish running like a 5K run, and they have to shoot stones from 10 meters from their own natural fork slingshots.
They'll have foot races. They'll have
and the targets are at a certain distance. I mean, it's very, very proper.
Yeah.
And we don't have anything like that
They
here.
don't like that. And they'll do that in Spain. Because everything is like a village concept. Everything is, we'll do it in this village. And even in some of them, they're small. The geography is small. North Spain will have something. Southern Spain will have something. Then they try to get a national one together. The Czechs do something like that. But it's all little villages. It's just like we're doing something here. They're doing something in Michigan. So far, that's only 2 of us getting involved. Us over here in this tournament, and then Michigan. But now there's something going on in June. There's another tournament. And so it's slowly going. But how to organize it all and get it together?
I think the other thing that Europe has going for it, as it relates to popularity of slingshots, is their restrictive firearms legislation. I mean, you can maybe own an air gun, and it can only have 12 feet per second, nothing more than that. Firearms, you just don't go near it. So, slingshot is a great weapon. Something to shoot, get together, have a good time.
I guess the best way is continuing putting them on YouTube, putting our videos on YouTube, and that's generated a lot of interest. That's generated a lot of interest.
Yeah.
Getting it to the point where it gets big enough where you'll definitely somebody has to step in and lead organization.
I think when you see the evolution going from we're shooting a natural with an inner tube to the stuff that like yours
It has grown.
to seeing what you can actually do with rubber.
It has grown.
I mean, that grabbed my interest. Not just we could shoot stuff, but we could make this or we could do this. To see the evolution and the technology involved and stuff, it's more. I shouldn't say more interesting, but it sparks a different interest too.
No easy answer.
All right, well, we've got some ideas to bounce around. A couple of things that I kind of wanted to hit tonight. So back in the 70s, since we're at a tournament, we're at the de facto national tournament. I mean, would we all agree that this is the present de facto nationally ranking tournament in the U.S.? So back in the 70s, we had the Summer Nationals, we had the Las Vegas shoot.
Yeah.
So how did the tournament situation work back in the day, Blue? How did it work when you were part of it? When you were a tournament shooter, Blue, how did your year look? What did a year look for you as a tournament shooter?
I don't hear well.
So when you were a tournament shooter, back when you shot tournaments regular, how did your year look? Would you start and you would have to qualify for a tournament here? Did you have a circuit that you went through?
No qualifications. All you had to do is sign up for it. I found out about a slingshot tournament anywhere, I always went. no matter where it was. Most of them was in Illinois.
Mhm.
I went to Carrizo Spring, Texas. They had the World Championship tournament down there. I went down there one year. This one guy had won it every year previous to before I went down there. And Michigan, they had 3 tournaments in Michigan, Illinois, Texas. That was the 3 biggest places where they had slingshot tournaments. They had one in Indiana, I think, before I ever started going. And the one in Illinois was one that played Tarzan. He went there, who was the movie star, but that's before I started going. Once I found out about tournaments, I started going. And I never missed the one that I found out about.
The first one I went to in Summer Nationals in Illinois, that was sponsored by Ken Shepard, 206, 207. And he would give you your targets. You like Lou said, you'd register. You paid $25, $20, whatever it was. You were allowed to use any kind of slingshot you wanted, as long as there was no release on it, any kind of mechanical release. You had to use your own release. The targets were given to you, your set of targets, and then they would call out, "We're doing the 25-yard target. As of right now, everybody down to the line," and everybody would come down to the line. If you didn't make that line, you didn't get into the 25 shot. Which I think is something that has to be done at every tournament, because you can't have guys coming from all over the world and coming. It was organized. It was just 2 guys would step up to the line, shoot. The other 2 guys would shoot. Kent would shoot. Jerry Blanchard would shoot. I would shoot. Jack Kohler would shoot. Would shoot next. Then the next thing, Cowboy shoot. Then the Master shoot. The NST. Everything would be lined up. Every event, or you take a break. 5 o'clock, we're going to shoot this event, this and that. I don't remember, Blue. Maybe you could tell me. I don't remember. Did we shoot the same size ammo? Did they keep it at one size at Summer Nationals? I don't remember.
First year I went, you had to shoot 3/8.
I think so. I think it was one size ammo. I think so.
I didn't do too good because I've been used to shooting 1/2 inch. And I wasn't geared up. My bands, it's sort of like archery. You got to gear up your archery to the size of the arrow you're shooting. I think it's the same thing about slingshot.
Yeah.
I was geared up for a larger ball, and I didn't do well at all.
Yeah.
As in the summer, then in the winter, they had a winter tournament filmed by games people played. And he let me know we have a tournament. I said, I ain't coming if I can't shoot my 1/2 inch ball. But they let me come, and I finished 4th that year. Tied me and another guy tied for 3rd, and I finished 4th. Had to shoot off, and I lost that one too. But I steadily improved once I started shooting by aiming. And I always thought if I shot 5 shots, I'd hit the bullseye 3 times. That's my average. Don't shoot that well hardly anymore.
I think you did pretty good.
You did good.
He
Have
only
a
shoots
possible
that way on days
50.
at the end of the day.
Had 5 targets. 5 shots at 5 targets. Highest had ever been shot when I went to Mulder Lakes was 235. I averaged 235 for the year. Highest I ever shot there was
Heck of a bowling average,
243 out of a possible 50. 25 shots. I hit the bullseye 19 times out of 25.
There was other events,
But-
I think, that was good too.
Got older. That's when I was about 50 years old. I'm 80 now, and that age takes it away from you, and I've had some few health problems, but I still enjoy shooting as much as I ever did.
They had other events too that I thought were a lot of fun. At them shoots in Illinois, they had team shoots.
Oh, yeah.
Team, girls and boys getting together. This team, red team against this team.
Yeah.
Then they had another shoot. As many shots as you could put on that bullseye in 1 minute. I think you took that. 18 or something, or Kent might have took it.
I put
As fast as you could
1
shoot.
minute time shooting. They call it the pizza shoot. It's 8 by 10 piece of cardboard.
Yep.
Target on 4 inches. I hit it 18 times, and 17 was in the bullseye.
In 1 minute.
1 minute.
In 1 minute.
That's what I say. I did. My best thing was shooting was speed shooting, and that's the worst I shot today.
I hit 3 and dropped 15 balls on the ground, loaded. All right, here's one, go.